so anxious about meeting this guy that Kate's bringing.
Do you think it's serious?
Well, they've been together now for 6 months. It's the longest she's been interested in any man since Paul McCartney.
Kate dated Paul McCartney?
Yes, Rose. They wanted to get engaged, but I insisted that...
The brilliant one. She sat in my daddy's lap for 16 years. Oh, and she was hateful. You know what she used to do? She used to bite herself on the arm and then run crying to Daddy that I had done it and he'd punish me. Oh, she got me in trouble all the time. Daddy used to call me the bad seed. Once she even electrocuted.
Stan gave it to me.
Oh.
It was the only present he ever gave me that didn't need an extension cord.
You got my jewels.
But I see they didn't get your cocaine.
Oh, my God, Blanche has cocaine. He is happy with Harry in the same way as I was with him.
He knows, Blanche, he knows. Your thoughts and feelings go right to him. You can communicate directly from your heart. Can't you, Dorothy?
Oh, don't ask me. I can't get through to New Jersey with MCI.
Psychiatrist.
It's about time. The woman gives names to her gingerbread men. I'm ready to go to the airport. Oh, I'm going that way, Sophia. I can take you.
Thanks, Rose.
Fine.
Wait a minute, you can't run out of here. We want to hear more about this doctor of yours.
Oh, well, there's not much.
I never know where we'll end up.
Oh, come on now, Blanche. Even the paper boy knows where you'll end up.
You know what I mean. With Richard, I have to be prepared for anything. Last week, he asked me out to lunch. We ended up going horseback riding.
Personally, I've always been afraid of dating a wealthy man.
Why, Rose? Fear of gold
You're slouching. You're trying to pretend you're not tall. You do it all the time.
I do not.
Yes, you do. Ever since you changed schools in the 4th grade, the kids thought you were the substitute teacher.
Well, girls, I did it. I finally broke down and bought that dress I've been eyeing for a month.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to wear the same silk one you wore to last year's banquet.
Oh, no, I changed. Elves still busy packing their tiny bundles.
Wedding elves.
It's that cheap hair dye she uses. It finally ate through.
No, we're doing fine,
Oh,
Blanche.
May, honey, Sophie, you're using too much rice.
Fine. This elf quits.
I can have my room. With my bad back, I'll just camp out on the couch.
Oh, Michael, it's nice meeting you. Dorothy's told us so much about you. This is my daughter, Bridget.
Hello.
Bridget's on her way to study at Oxford in England.
And I found a terrific flat on campus.
Oh, that's great. I hear the commute from here is a killer.
Pardon me?
It was a joke.
Blanche, you do realize you're in the minority on this.
Sophia, did you finish your shopping today?
Yeah, just about. It's unbelievable how much things cost nowadays. I just spent $89 for a doll for my granddaughter.
Ma, you had $89?
Don't be ridiculous.
Clam sauce for breakfast.
Mother Teresa. It's a recipe from her new workout book.
Morning, girls.
Morning.
What are you eating, Sophia? Linguine with clam sauce.
For breakfast?
Morning, everybody. What's that you're eating, Sophia?
It's incredible. 364 days a year could be gagging on a peach, but
Doesn't like her.
Thank you, Rose. Incidentally, you look fat.
Well, I say the time for subtlety has passed. If you want this man, go after him.
I'll change.
oh, come on, I'll help you pick out something.
There's nothing left to pick. The only thing I haven't tried on is the bedspread.
Oh, hello, Elliot. Come in.
Hello, Blanche. Dorothy ready?
Oh, I'm afraid she's going to be a little...
I can't just stand by and watch this happen. I've got to do something. That might work, too.
Abundanza.
Campaign.
Rose, you worked for Thomas Dewey?
No, Melville Dewey. The founder of the Dewey Decimal System.
You know, your Gil Kessler doesn't stand a chance of winning.
Who says?
The Miami Post, the Miami Journal, the Miami Tribune.
Really careful.
Dorothy Stan's here to see you.
Hi, everybody. Sorry to barge in on your meal.
Oh, it's all right, Stanley. Would you like some spaghetti? It's really delicious.
Did you make it?
No.
I'd love some.
Yeah, that's very funny, Rose. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a bite to eat. I passed this burger joint around the corner. Looked like there might be some kids there.
Oh, but Dollar, wait a minute, you just got here. Oh, I'd really prefer you to stay.
I planned a special meal for you, David.
Tomorrow, I love leftovers.
Well, what time will you be back?
See you, slugger.
Run.
They caught him on a billboard spray painting something obscene on Spuds MacKenzie.
The dog they use in those ads is really a female. Rocco was just making Spuds anatomically correct.
Ma, I'm telling you, the man is bad news. He has no...
It's hotter in here than it is outside. Oh, no. Of all days for the air conditioner to break down, we better call a repairman.
Oh, his number's in the kitchen.
So is the ice cream. We can have some while we're waiting.
Massive unemployment. Now I'm going into my room. Call me when the cops come.
We're all employed, Dorothy, except your mother. I wouldn't call that massive.
Good night, Rose. Go to sleep, sweetheart. Pray for brains.
What a shame if I die now. I'm too young. And I'm wearing the wrong underwear.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just me. I had to get in quickly, because when I do this here, like the rest of you. Sophia, Dorothy's just concerned about your health.
We all are.
Ma, you have been walking around sick for over a week. You would feel a lot better if you would just obey the doctor's orders. Now look, either you're going to follow his orders or I'm going to call him and tell on you.
Ooh, what is he gonna do? Come over and spank me?
Harry, I win.
We don't have a dictionary.
Yes, we do.
Not anymore. The robbers took it.
They stole our dictionary?
That's right. Too bad.
Ma, dizdam is not a word. You made it up.
It's a word.
Fine. Use it in a sentence.
I only breastfed you for the first 2 years of your life. You want to talk disgusting? That's disgusting.
All right, enough already.
Don't take it out on me because your date dumped you on Valentine's Day.
Edgar did not dump me. He and his lawyer were called out of town on urgent business.
Oh, please. The man sells bird baths for a living. What happened? A sparrow slipped into suing him? And we settled on right here.
Oh, now hold on here. I don't want a TV crew coming in here messing up my kitchen, setting up all that video equipment.
Well, how about shooting it in your bedroom, Blanche? The equipment's already set up there.
I was too shocked, and I didn't know how to tell him. And to tell the truth, I don't even know what I want to tell him.
What do you mean?
I mean that I am totally confused about what I feel.
Hi, Stan.
Hello, Stan.
Blanche? Blanche, what are you doing lining shelves on a Friday?
I guess so.
Yeah, well, I better get to work.
Ma. Yeah?
Yeah, if you need any help moving, just let me know, okay?
I'll do that.
Small, no. I meant I can't see you anymore because you're not Jewish. Rose, this has been a very difficult decision for
You're
me.
dumping me because I'm not Jewish?
Oh, no.
Brown flowers for the awards banquet.
Really? Oh, gee, Ma, ever since the two of us started planning this banquet, you have been incredible. I mean, you told me you got a great deal on the flowers, the caterer, the janitorial service. Oh, I wish I worked this hard for charity.
You will, pussycat. You will.
Oh, Ma, your first day. You must be really excited.
You bet I'm excited. This was a great idea of yours. It's given me a whole new lease on life. I need a raise.
Ma, you haven't even started yet.
I meant help me up. These new underalls are choking my pancreas.
Well, then why not look for a more challenging position?
You know, I did hear something about an opening for a weekend news reporter. Oh, what am I talking about? I don't have any experience.
You don't need experience. You've got the one thing every TV reporter needs. Hair that doesn't move.
Oh, but who do we know who knows a man?
Blanche, you know hundreds of men.
I know, I just like to hear you say it.
Hiya, sweetie pie. How you doing?
I've got nothing to hide, copper. Or do you prefer flatfoot or gumshoe?
Before my mother lost it completely, she watched a lot of James Cagney.
They colorized him. Can you believe it? Let the man rest. He's got hair the color of roses and more rouge than Blanche.
Whatever you think she did.
Birthday.
So you see, everybody bends the truth now and then. It's not a crime.
But I lied to Kirsten. Now she hates me for it.
Then tell her the truth.
I can't. If I tell her the truth about the money, then she'll find out the truth about her father. What do you think, Blanche? Am I through with my cycle?
Well, I'd say menopause is a pretty good guess. You're about as puffy as the Pillsbury Doughboy.
I was talking about my exercycle.
I'm not a Gabor.
You're telling me. Listen, big news. Zsa Zsa's coming to town.
Gloria is coming here.
I wish I knew why you two didn't get along. I just don't understand it. For some reason, you've always been jealous of my good daughter.
Ma dreamt that you and Stan were in bed together. Isn't that silly? Oh, I mean, my loving sister and the man I despise most. Oh, God, the nightmare continues.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for Rose Nyland. I'm an old friend. Rose! It's me, Thor!
Thor? Thor Anderson! I can't believe it! Oh, everybody, this is Thor Anderson.
Hi, everybody.
You're entering so many contests.
I did? Gee, I find it hard to believe I'd even care.
This makes it all worthwhile. All those endless hours licking stamps, licking envelopes, temporarily losing my ability to taste sweets.
Rose, what did you win?
A free prostate check.
What off for you? I kissed a fool. I helped a holy man. And I witnessed the betrayal of a loved one. That's a lot of work for a woman who nods off all day on the couch.
Ma, please, if somebody has to tell Rose, please let it be me.
I'm sorry, but that won't satisfy.
An island, and I know you feel like a
Well,
family,
I am family. I'm her long-lost Swedish mother.
but you're her Swedish mother.
Yeah. You bet you sure. Oh, come on, let me in.
I'm afraid not.
Here, let me try, Sophie. No, I ran into this man at the produce counter, and he asked me to play tennis with him tonight, but I forgot that Big Daddy's baby brother, my dearest and nearest relative, is flying in at 7. This is such a dilemma. Whatever am I going to do?
Blanche, it doesn't sound like a dilemma at all.
You know, Rose, you're right. Family you can see anytime, but a one-night stout exception. Stand up for. But honey, I'm desperate. Con Dorothy into it. Conning Dorothy isn't thought, but I don't know if I have it in me to do all the persuading, all the convincing, and oh my God, is that Dorothy? Or Miss Lana Turner? I'm gonna laugh instead. Well, now, to be honest, it is a little difficult for me. I mean, everything happened so fast. My God, you and Lucas probably haven't even slept together yet.
Blanche, don't be ridiculous. I mean, I know...
This isn't meant to impress you. This is just to get you tipsy.
Richard, you rascal.
You know, I've made a lot of money, and I've seen a lot of the world. But there's still one thing in my life that's missing.
What?
Someone to share it with.
I was hoping. I don't know.
Honey, I don't understand. If you and the kids hit it off, then what's the problem?
Well, I hardly ever see Richard. Today was the third time this week he's had a last-minute meeting, and I had to spend the day with the kids.
He's a busy man.
Too busy. Even little Richard came up to me and said, "Now, don't worry, this happens all the time." Little Richard was in Bermuda?
Yes, Rose. He was burying Fats Domino in the... Go ahead, Blanche.
Richard's always talking about how much his children mean to him. The evidence had melted. To this day, every time I pass an ice cream parlor or a tackle shop, I blush.
Look, Coach.
Lesson, Rose. That's how you tell a story.
Blanche, here we've been running on about the concert, and you haven't even had a chance to tell your story. Go ahead.
Never mind, I don't feel like it anymore.
Honey.
Milton's from the center. His partner ran off with his wife and all the money from the business.
Oh, Milton, I'm sorry. Keep the Newsweek.
Now, here's the address of a private counseling service, and in the meantime, my number's down there at the bottom. Now, don't hesitate to call anytime, day or night.
Howdy, ladies. My name's Rusty. I don't recollect seeing you two fillies around these parts. Mind if a lonesome cowboy puts his saddlebags around your campfire?
Give us a break, would you, Mac?
Howdy, ma'am. My name's Rusty.
But actually, I've been working, about 30 years.
Boy, you must really know your business.
Miss Dorothy's a very experienced teacher. Everybody who's had her says she's great.
Oh, what do you say we get some drinks and go upstairs and have Dorothy teach us the 3 R's? Reading, writing, and running.
And I saw the whole thing.
Why?
16 was a very difficult age for me. My hormones were racing, my body was blossoming. I had urges and yearnings so strong. Sometimes I'd wake up in the middle of the night just sweating and screaming and clawing like a trapped panther, unable to release. I loved all mankind. She was... Celia Rubinstein. This funeral isn't for Celia Rubinstein, it's for Frida Claxton.
The Rubenstein funeral is down the hall.
Sleep with me.
Oh, you wouldn't mind, Sophia? No problem. I just have to remember when I get up at night, the bathroom is down the hall to my left, not my right. The last time we had a guest, I killed 2 potted palms.
It was the first year after Charlie died that was the hardest. I'd lie awake for hours. I just could not get used to sleeping alone. Then I started taking the extra pillows and shoving them under the covers so Here, smell me.
I only do that with the milk, Blanche. You know the rules.
This is the last drop of that perfume Big Daddy gave me on my 21st birthday. I want to see if it still has its fragrance. After all, that was 20 years ago.
Blanche, if your 21st birthday was 20 years ago, you'd only be 41.
That's right.
You look terrible for your age.
The symphony, besides I heard him come in hours ago.
I think I'll go say goodnight to Bridget.
Oh, honey, would you bring me back my heating pad? It's on my dresser.
Sure.
Oh, Dorothy. Do you realize it has been 4 days since I have enjoyed the company of a man?
I know, Blanche. I've been marking the days off on my big ships of the Navy calendar.
I don't even know who Marcus Allen is.
And let me put it to you another way. Rose, when are you going to face up to the fact that your daughter is not the goody two-shoes you think she is?
What do you mean by that?
Rose, what would you call a girl who sleeps with a man she has known for 1 day?
A damn good sport.
I guess I wasn't thinking.
That's your problem, Michael. You go through life not thinking. You go from town to town, job to job, obviously relationship to relationship. Michael, you're 29 years old. When are you going to grow up and accept some responsibility?
Look, I'm sorry about what happened. And I'm sorry.
But just for the night. Oh, thank you, Annie Dorothy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, do you believe this?
Nah, I saw her lips move. Said about Blanche?
Yes, Ma.
Tell her a cockamamie banquet is for her and get it over with.
I can't. I was sworn to secrecy. Hi, Blanche.
Eat dirt and die, trash.
Just hold it right there, Blanche.
Look, you stay out of this, Ma.
That banquet you're so mad about?
Hi, Rose.
No, I'm Dorothy.
Hi, Rose.
I'm Blanche. You must be Isaac Newton.
Yes, I am.
I bet you take a lot of kidding about that.
About what?
Rose should be ready any moment.
You like them.
We don't want your presents.
But it's Christmas.
Not for us. You ruined our Christmas. I'll handle this, Dorothy. I'm not surprised that you always spend Christmas by yourself. You know why? Because you don't know what Christmas is all about. People don't owe you a nice Christmas because you decided that's what makes you happy.
Okay, Blanche, I give up. Come on, Rose, let's go shopping. Listen, Rose, I'm sorry you got stuck shopping with me. I realize that Dorothy's forcing you to.
No, she isn't.
Yes, she is. She always makes you do her dirty work. She takes terrible advantage of you, Rose.
We should go.
Wait, listen.
A tent or a Best Western.
A Best Western?
Oh, the Vikings have always been a very progressive people. Anyway, that's when it's time for the husband to symbolically offer himself to his new bride on the plate.
Over here is Dorothy's Bornak. And we just want you to know how excited we are that an artist of your stature is going to be performing in our little theater.
Ladies, there are no small theaters, no small parts, only small actors.
Like Hervé Villachez.
I was speaking metaphorically. Josie, you're the prettiest girl in the county.
Shut up! Go on, Biff.
I need your answer now, Josie. What's it going to be?
I want you to take me, Biff.
If, while we at the 4th of July picnic, the whole town is here.
To hell with this town. Come away with me.
But you're a drifter, Biff. I can't just pull up stakes and run off with you.
Please reconsider, Josie. You're the prettiest girl in the county. I need to have your answer now. What's it going to be?
I want you to...
Well, I'm only thinking of me, too. And if you two can't adjust to my new lifestyle, well, maybe we have a problem here.
No, Rose. You're the one who has a problem.
Are you telling me that I can't live my life the way I want?
Not if it means disrupting everybody else's life, Rose. You're getting impossible to live with.
Is that so? Well, then I guess it's just...
Why does she keep crying like that?
Oh, she probably just misses her mother. Needs to hear a feminine voice.
And what was I doing? My Ben Gazzara impersonation?
Why don't you let Blanche try it? You and I aren't having any luck.
Me? Oh, heavens, no. I don't know anything about that. No, I can't. I've been sitting here because I thought you needed me. You needed me when you had the mumps, the chicken pox, whooping cough, rubella. Or was rubella a cleaning lady? It doesn't matter. The point is, it hurts me to see my baby sick. But if I'm only being a nuisance, I'll be happy to leave you alone. You know, Rose, you really ought to take off some of that makeup before you go to sleep. What? I don't believe it.
9:20 to Sarasota's a circus train.
Girls, this is a miracle. Where am I supposed to sit again?
Oh, anywhere you damn well please. What the hell difference does it make now? Oh, so first you were a teacher, and then you decided to become a priest.
Actually, at first I went to medical school for a year. Then I quit.
Hard feelings. Lars kept trying to run Ben down with his bicycle. But with only one leg, I mean, now how fast could he run? Well, finally, Uncle Ben suggested something to clear the air once and for all. For 1 week, he would be Lars's personal Wiedenfruit.
The country club. And every year he'd say we were just going to have a nice, quiet little dinner. Then we'd walk into the dining room, and the lights would go on, and our friends, all from the finest families, would yell, "Surprise!" And every year I'd pretend to be surprised. It always made George so happy.
But good Lord, how could you fake it every year?
Well, Dorothy, when I only had 2 dresses with me. One bright one, suitable for weddings or a cotillion, and one darker one, more suitable for funerals or a hanging.
See, my folks were poor. I just had one of those, reversible, hanging cotillion dresses.
Well, I picked the bright one.
News. They're sending me back.
Oh, Mario, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Oh, it's so unfair. I can't believe it. But listen, this doesn't mean that we're going to have to give up. We're going to fight this. There are legal ways to keep you in this country, and tomorrow morning we're going to find out.
There's J.C. Penney's, where everybody starts making fun of the fat lady underwear. What do you suppose it means?
But you spent too many years sleeping on curlers. Ma, you can't sleep either?
No, I'm sleeping so good I thought I'd come...
Honey! Oh!
Hello, Princess.
Daddy.
Oh,
Oh, honey, so good to see you again. You look wonderful.
I guess you have some pretty big news for us, huh, Kate?
Rose, why don't give them their privacy?
Listen, Kate, I hear that you and Dennis are back together.
That's right. We're leaving for the airport now.
Kate, I want to say something.
Yeah?
No, not to you, to Dennis. Dennis, I want to speak with you.
Mother.
It's all right, Kate.
Is your name Dennis?
Hey, I want to be more. You're not too thrilled about that, but you get used to it.
And then something happens and you find out that there's still bullies on the playground. And all the old instincts come back. And that's what happened to me yesterday. I know you and Kate have made up, but I still have the same feelings. Do you want to
Come to dinner tomorrow.
Oh, hello.
Hello, I don't think we've met. I'm Martha McDowell from next door.
Hi, Martha. I see you've met my son Alfonso and my grandson Bobby. They're here from New York on a fishing trip. Thus far, all they've caught is a cold. Nice time. It's a dinner party, and I plan to show cleavage.
Well, if anybody's going to do it, it should be me.
Why you?
Because I am the best under pressure.
And she bears a striking resemblance to Barnaby Jones.
They keep talking about that noodle head in the red dress. Could that be code language?
Only to the noodle head in the red dress.
Okay, what happens next?
Well, we should get enough out of this bug in the next few hours to get our warrants and be out of your lives by midday tomorrow.
I'm beat. I'm going to bed. Oh,
Ask you something. How about you and I go out sometime, huh? Dorothy, I really want to see you again.
I really want to see you again, too.
Great.
But I can't.
Why not?
Because I could get serious about you.
Well, I don't get it.
Al, up until the other night, I thought this whole thing was a game, but...
So you mean go?
Yes!
Why didn't you say so? See you guys.
you know something?
What's that?
Oliver!
What?
We were great with Jen.
We were.
We were a team. That's what I want, George, for us to be a team.
What does that mean, Renee? We should get
I told you no.
I didn't know these were mashed potatoes. They don't have lumps like yours.
You want lumps, Salvador? I'll give you lumps.
Ma, I cannot believe you are so old-fashioned in your thinking.
I said no and it's no, and I'm too busy to have this argument.
Fine.
3, 4. Well, that's that. Anything else you need me to straighten out for you?
No, Ma. So tell me, how was the wedding?
Beautiful. Until the bride lifted her veil. I shudder to think what was under that dress.
Ran into a tropical storm, so we had to turn around and come back.
And the plane was entirely full of bald men.
They were all former Mr. Cleans on their way to a reunion in the Bahamas.
So, tell us about the cooking contest.
The competition was fierce. It came down to my muscles.
Blanche, I am miserable.
It is mind over matter, Dorothy. Now you can do it. You can get up off that couch. You feel better already. You're not sick anymore, Dorothy. You can heal yourself. Walk, Dorothy, walk.
Hey, just because you put your okay, I want to see 6 hands above that blanket right now. The only reason we're in bed with Dorothy is we're scared.
Scared of what?
Now, Dorothy, don't you laugh, but we're scared of the aliens.
Blanche, how many times have I told you not to?
Respect your opinion. What exactly is your complaint?
That I don't get $150 an hour like you. What do you think we should do?
In my experience, most domestic problems can usually be resolved through a willingness to cooperate and some hard work.
Oh, so you're saying that if we become...
I don't think you realize how very much it meant to him. Or how very much it meant to me.
To you, I don't understand.
I didn't have a wife or a sweetheart back home. And when Charlie would read me your letters, I felt like, well, that someone cared.
Mall closes tonight.
Well, Ma, what do you think?
Pussycat, you look sensational.
You really think so, Ma?
I really think so. I've never seen you look so beautiful.
Oh, thanks, Ma.
Who's the designer? He deserves a Nobel.
With a man without benefit of room service.
Being with a man is not the same thing as living with a man.
You're right, Blanche. Living with a man eliminates the need for an overnight bag and a stop at the drugstore.
And the need for...
Your next cheesecake.
How dare she imply that I overeat? Makes me so mad. Oh, Don. We're out of Chips Ahoy. I'm going to get out of this girdle and go... You're not telling us? Oh, all right. I twisted my arm. Girls, Laszlo's asked me to pose for one of his sculptures.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. Look here. He gave me the key to his building. Oh. I have my first session with him tomorrow morning.
Wow.
Yeah, well, he says he's always wanted to do a piece on the mature woman, and he thinks I'm just part of...
Hi, Laszlo. Come in. Blanche is... Oh, Dorothy, I'm glad you're home. I was just upstairs poking around in the attic, and look what I found. Your grandmother's antique kaleidoscope. Here, take a look.
Ma, you must really think I'm stupid.
What, we don't have an attic?
I am not falling for this. It's another one of your...
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The unveiling of the latest masterpiece of Mr. Laszlo Gregorian. And so without further ado, off with the sheet.
That's besides, we're going to the Mortimer Club.
What's the big deal about the Mortimer Club, anyway?
Rose, the wealthiest men in Florida go there. And it's always been my experience that wealthy men make the best lovers.
Is that true?
No. But if you tell them that, sometimes they'll take you to the mall and let you use their credit card for 45 minutes.
Is on a roll, and the blue team is leading 300-0.
Oh, shut up, Nyland. You shut up.
Why don't you both shut up and answer this next question? For 100 points, complete this famous saying, better late than...
Blanche!
Pregnant.
That's incorrect, but certainly not untrue.
Guy, is it better late than never?
Right you are, Rose!
Besides that, there was still some of the old magic there. Look, I know we loused things up the last time. I loused things up. But now we have a chance to give it another try. Babe, I missed you. I want to go through with the ceremony, then we'll go down.
You know what I think? I think I can handle this relationship with Dirk. I'm going out with him Saturday night.
Was there ever any doubt?
Momentarily. This is strictly off the record, but Dirk's nearly 5 years younger than I am.
Months.
Years.
Look, I agree with everything you're trying to say, but it is not that simple. The woman is my mother, and right now she needs my attention.
Why don't you just tell her how you feel? She'll understand.
You honestly think so?
Sonia.
Fine. See ya.
Well, Dorothy, what are we going to do now?
I don't know. This is such a mess.
Well, seems to me we have two choices. One, we can beg Ernie's forgiveness, or two, we can find another contractor.
Or 3, the Sicilian method. Torch the garage, collect the insurance, and build a summer house.
Well, the bed's in my bedroom. Who's gonna know?
Everyone who knows the bunt sign on the New York Yankees. Look, everyone, Mr. Terrific.
Rose, please, you're embarrassing me. Critics call me the next Captain Kangaroo. Mr. Green Jeans sent me a fan letter. I'm not going to let it end like this, Rose. I can't believe that my fans would want it this way.
Dorothy won't let you down. I'll bet she's on her way to a phone right now to call you.
The real reason I wanted to marry him was because his oldest daughter was a rival of mine at cheerleading. And I figured if I married Deck, I'd be her mama. I could kick her off the squad. Anyway, I remember the next day I was in the Rexall when Deck came in. Look, I'm paying my daughter a visit.
For Mother's Day? Me too. Oh, not just my daughter. All of my children. They chipped in and paid for my trip from Miami. They figured it'd be cheaper for me to come here than for all of them to fly there.
They figured that out?
Just trying to help me, and I can't stay mad at my best friends. After all, we've eaten over 500 cheesecakes together. Besides, you weren't raised in St. Olaf. It's not your fault you're chronic two-faced liars.
Oh, Dr. Harry West.
Pure milk chocolate.
Oh, that's the loveliest trophy I've ever seen. I'm gonna get a knife.
Rose, there is no way that we can tell you how proud of you we are.
Sure there is.
Congratulations, Rose Nyland. You are St. Olaf's Woman of the Year.
Could I ask you, please, for complete silence? Never mind, I thought I heard a radio going next door. I'm trying to catch a baseball score.
Will you please get on with the examination?
Okay. Open your mouth and say, ah. Yep, she's paralyzed.
That's it.
All right, Darcy, let's get out of here.
Ma, we have to pay our respects to the family. And listen, if you see Max, I don't want you making an...
Of my life. But my Dorothy might be right. Maybe it's not possible to fall in love so quickly. Maybe it's not possible at all at our age.
But it sure felt like it the other night when we were walking along the beach and you took me in your arms and you said, Sophia, look up at that beautiful moon. I went. So goodbye.
Bye-bye. Come back soon.
We forgot something.
We forgot to get a new place.
You're kidding.
Don't worry about it. We just need a roof over our heads for a couple of days while we look. Doesn't have to be anything fat.
The Fender Heaven Rocket. What was a beauty. Fritz really had vision. Actually, he had double vision, which is why it had 8 tires.
So, what happened?
We never got off the ground. Bad promotion.
If you don't mind, I would like to see this, Michael.
You and the rest of Miami. Sorry, the entire engagement is sold out. Michael!
Do you know who that is?
Sure, it's the guy from the Pepsi commercials.
Pepsi commercial.
Honey, leave it alone.
Blanche, listen. Nothing happened between me and Rose. Just like nothing ever happens between me and any of the women you set me up with. There's a reason.
What are you saying, Clayton?
I'm saying I'm gay, Blanche.
Oh, Clayton. It's completely apart, and I'm saving that for Henry Barnesworth.
I just don't want Dorothy to hear. Blanche, we can't let Dorothy ruin Stan and Catherine's wedding. I mean, it's selfish, it's adolescent, and it put a real cramp in their honeymoon.
Rose.
I mean, for somebody who's supposed to be so smart, Dorothy's acting like a Rick 3. Then I have a retirement account that's about $4,000.
Okay, I can borrow on my life insurance. That should bring us close, huh?
Then it's settled. We're going to call Sid and tell him to go ahead with a new roof.
Okay.
Oh, Ma, you will not believe...
Here we go, Dorothy. 2 bowls of Sophia's homemade remedy.
Oh, Rose, this isn't going to work. We have the flu.
Well, we have to at least give it a try. Today's the big game. We can't let those kids down.
Ooh, what is in this? That's a kidney stone. I had it appraised. I mean, this went on for 2 years before he found a cure.
What was it?
A blonde stewardess with a butt that would have made Gandhi throw in the towel.
So, Rose, you guys...
Don't worry, we're both right beside you to help you through it.
It's not that easy. Eddie has some kind of a strange hold over me.
Oh, baloney. Eddie is just a man cut from the same cloth as the many men who have dumped you over the years. Just think of him as all those men, Dorothy.
My own life.
But it did turn out to be a lovely Valentine's cruise.
Well, it did not. We never even had to use those condoms.
You didn't. I used every one of mine. Late at night, I filled them with water and threw them at the people in the limbo line.
It's a small world after all.
Of all the saloons and gin joints in the world, she had to walk into mine.
Ma, I've been looking everywhere for you. We really need to talk.
I mean, the show is tomorrow night. He wouldn't leave before that. He knows how much I'm depending on him. Oh, there must be some other explanation. Maybe I'm just a foolish old woman who's lived a silly fantasy her whole life.
Oh. Honey. Riverboat floating down the Mississippi Delta. Finish the damn story, Blanche.
Anyway, it was at a Southern seafood fry that I proudly dragged Kathy Lee over to meet my folks when my mama took one look at Kathy Lee and forbade me ever to see her again.
Why?
They're already.
Oh, I really do, and mostly because you guys were there for me. Oh, I'll never be able to repay you.
Honey, think nothing of it. We were glad to help.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that, because if I can't sleep tonight, we might have to do it all over.
You you or anybody else. And the sooner you realize that, Rose, the happier we'll all be. Come on, Blanche.
Come on.
Sunny Pastures was everything that Ma said it would be.
And how there was crud on the floor, rats in the hallway, and 60 people to every blanket. It wasn't fit for human life. Although in my village in Sicily, it would have been a 2-star motel.
Ma, you're exaggerating, but not by much.
Now, this doesn't seem so bad.
Believe me, you have to get into it more before you realize how bad it really is. Just like War and Remembrance.
Excuse me, ladies, but visiting hours are over.
Oh, well then I guess we'll just come back. No, we don't. We're not here to visit.
We're not.
No, we're here to see about...
Time to take that giant step into the world of Eduardoism.
You've been drinking again, haven't you?
Right. The magic begins.
Oh, I'm feeling younger and sexier already. Dorothy, how do I look?
Like something that came. After all of these years, it does an old man's heart good. And so does that.
Uncle Angelo,
I'm so glad I disobeyed the doctor's orders and risked this long trip to see the both of you so...
Hell, I'm out of the pizza business. Is there anything else to eat?
Stanley, why do you always end up here when you have a problem?
You're my best friend.
But we don't like you.
I know, but you're still my best friend.
Well, you can't depend on coming around here forever. Blanche is thinking about selling the house.
Selling our house?
Ribs, great. Why don't you just kick the dentures out of my mouth?
Is product testing. I will give you a test to do at home. You will bring in the results and I will see how you do. But I must warn you, both Enrique Mas and Enrique Mas demand that the results be accurate in every detail.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Moss.
You can call me Enrique.
No, I don't think I can.
Does Ken know how you feel?
He asked me how I felt, if I had a good time, and I had to tell him the truth. I just didn't fit in with the other clowns' wives.
Dorothy, I've been thinking it might help you get your mind off this Ken thing for a while. Why don't you join us? Dorothy, I really need you there. I need your shoulder in case he takes his away.
Oh, all right, I'll go. Ma, where are my dancing shoes?
In the Smithsonian, right next to Fred Astaire's. How the hell would I know?
Blanche, you coming with us?
Oh, you're kidding, of course.
Oh, you'll love it.
Oh, nothing personal, honey, but those places are meant for desperate, hopeless people who can't find someone any other way.
Well, if you're sure.
I'd rather...
What is it, Blanche?
Oh, I can't quite make it out. I think my eyes are tired.
Your eyes are old. Blanche, when are you going to admit you need glasses?
I do not need glasses. My mother didn't need glasses till the day she died. And then it seems silly.
I was talking to the baby, Blanche. Any other symptoms, rash, or...
No, he was fine 1 minute and running a fever the next.
Is it the usual? Yeah, Frank tends to get ear infections from time to time.
Is he going to be all right?
Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. We'll just keep a close watch on him. Give him 4 drops.
Right. The reason I stayed up is because I want to talk to you. I want to know how the job hunt is going.
There's not too much out there right now.
Are you sending out resumes?
Oh, come on, Ma. Musicians don't send out resumes. I mean, it's not like a job.
Oh, no, you're right. A job is when you go to work.
The community.
Well, he is not ready.
Caroline, your mother and I were married for 43 years. They were wonderful years. I didn't think it was possible to find someone I'd care about again, but this happens when it happens. I've got a second chance. I think it would be nice if...
When the time's right, see you at my place.
Ma, Mr. Hernandez has to go.
I'm meeting the wife and kids.
Over there, over there. Send the word over there. That the Yanks are coming, the Yanks are
That is the lullaby that your mother sang to you?
Well, it was the only song she knew. During World War I.
How is that good news?
Well, it means that all those weight loss products don't work. Now, to lose those 4 pounds, I guess I'll have to go on a sensible diet that I know gets results. The St. Olaf, I can't believe this is cheese diet.
How does it...
As you understand, I can't make any promises.
If you'll be brave, I'll be brave.
Ma, I said I was sorry.
The least you can do when we're going to see a movie is say it's a foreign film.
What is the big deal?
I had to stand in front of the screen just...
A celebrity auction is where famous people donate personal items to bid on for charities.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great idea, Blanche, but it's a little late. I mean, how are we going to find celebrities to donate stuff and donate it fast?
Well, I can pull some strings. It so happens I know some famous people.
Who?
Well, I don't want to divulge.
You're making too much of this.
No, I'm not. Ma, I'm putting my foot down. I don't like this new crowd, so from now on, I want you home at 11.
They're my friends and I like them.
I'm sorry, Ma. This is the way it's going to be as long as you're living with...
That first night I walked around in amazement. They had their own photomat. Of course, it wasn't as large as the photomat you see today. Now, here's the scary part. Suddenly, I realized I was this frightened little girl.
I better go change. Blanche, what should I wear?
Well, if you're going to keep both feet on the floor, something you can pull off over your head.
Because you fed me once and I hung around? Because you used to put me out at night?
Because I love pussycats and I love you. It's the macadamia. So, how are you doing today?
Look, I don't understand. You're obviously not handicapped.
Oh, I'm just as disabled as anyone here.
I find that very hard to believe.
You don't understand. It's just too hard out there.
My butt's asleep.
We don't get much company. Look, that's my decision. Goodbye, company.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll sweeten the pot. You let Kevin play this weekend, and I'll take you out Saturday night.
Right. It's not easy living with yourself when you haven't stood up for what you believe in. I know. I backed down myself today.
I guess I have to go and talk to him.
You'll feel better.
I'll go. Thank you, Blanche, all of you.
Oh, Blanche, you did a pretty good job focusing this for Rose, and for me.
Oh, no. You're not a substitute nurse, too, are you?
I'm sorry about your knee. You know, you wouldn't have been blindsided if you'd stayed in the pocket.
You know football?
I know everything. I see some people have already signed. She gone?
Are you just getting in?
Have you been with Stan all this time?
The car ran out of gas.
Oh, I've used that 1,000 times. Dorothy Spornak, did you do what I think you did tonight?
A beefcake calendar of monks of the Midwest? Oh, come on, open up your mind.
Sophia, I'm going to go pray now. I won't tell you what I'm going to pray for because it would hurt your feelings. But when I'm done, I expect a complete change of attitude. Understand?
But he's a prime suspect in a major crime spree.
Where?
Palm Springs, California.
It's good to be mayor.
Let's go.
Finds out. I'm not afraid. I'm within my rights. There is nothing in my lease that says I can't have a pet.
All right, who or what ate the heel off one of my new red pumps?
I did. Because you haven't accepted his death yet.
Thank you. I've never been psychoanalyzed by a dipstick before.
I wonder who they are.
You mean you don't know them?
No.
Now this is awful.
What? What's all?
Lots.
Enough to jump out of an airplane?
Well, sure. Sure, enough to climb the highest mountain, swim the widest river, jump out of an airplane. So, what do you say? Dinner? Huh? Then we'll go over to my place and watch some TV. I won't try anything, I swear.
Get up and take a bow.
If I'm not mistaken, all the waiters were whistling at me.
Maybe they never saw anyone eat a steak that fast. Besides, it's always next year.
Well, I've made a decision. I'm going to throw myself into charity. I'm going to spend all my free time making other people's lives better. I lost sight of the real goal. It isn't about fancy banquets. It isn't about getting your name in...
Oh, I cannot believe that she's this stubborn.
Maybe you ought to take a different approach with her, Dorothy. You know, a more traditional one.
Like,
I don't know, like, set up a meeting and have Stan ask for your hand, you know, in an Italian sort of way.
but what do you want me to do? Go in, bow my head, and kiss a ring? Hey, you know
A
something?
lot of them sit around waiting for their kids to write. So I said, why don't you write to our lonely servicemen instead? I mean, we older folks have to exercise our minds too. And don't you forget it, Gloria.
Ma, Gloria is your daughter in California.
I knew that, a mere dramatization to make my pussins. Hey, everybody, it's 10 o'clock. Do you care where your children are? No!
Oh, Blanche, there you are. Where have you been?
Stand still until I leave. Don't make a move, old lady.
Nice way to talk to your mother, pussycat. Who is it? Put these on and find out. My glasses! Where did you find them?
I'm afraid Dreyfus was the culprit. He got them off.
I still got it.
Yes! I've got that tub of guts where I want her. My queen's knight attacks her king. Banzai!
Ma, how did two Sicilian peasant girls ever become interested in chess?
Chess is like... That is the most insensitive thing I have ever heard. P.S. Sorry I missed your birthday. Happy 68th. It doesn't say that. I know, I made that part up.
Ma, why are you always trying to aggravate everyone?
To relax.
Come on, Blanche, you've landed on your back more than...
The American gladiators.
You just watch your mouth, Rose. I may be a social person, but I am certainly discerning.
Discerning? Blanche, you've been under more...
Man, I feel renewed. I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Then maybe you should share some of that happiness with your sister.
Ma, face it, we just don't get along.
Your family, you should force yourself to get along. She needs you.
Oh, Dorothy. Gloria, hello, we were...
That's right. $50 if she stops singing.
And I'll throw in another 50 if you slam the piano lid on her fingers.
Ma, after Gloria and I get the patio door boarded up, we really should head for the shelter.
Oh, Dorothy.
What's the matter, Guido Spirelli? It's me, Sophia. I've come a long way to speak to you. Many years ago, I wronged you. I broke your heart, and because of that, I've been suffering all these years. I just want you to know how sorry I am. From the bottom of my heart, Guido, I apologize. I am
Try it now with Dorothy. Dorothy, Dorothy, Boborthy, Banana, Fana, Foborthy, Fee, Fi, Momorthy.
Get out, Rose.
Dorothy! You can come in now.
I thought the two of you would like some nice, cool lemonade.
Marvin is married to Sarah.
You don't get any lemonade.
Hello, anybody home? Welcome wagon, come and get it.
Hello, Rose.
Mr. Hubbard, I didn't expect...
Grace took a turn for the worse, and, well, she's out of pain now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Identify with, root for. We don't believe anyone would root for you. Thank you very much for coming.
He said America wouldn't root for me.
Sweetheart, he's wrong. How can America not root for you?
You want this? Some flowers.
You bet.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice you took several of my tasty, delicious Lutefisk puffs, and you've hardly touched them.
I just don't care for them.
Is he still here?
Come on, Dreyfus, you're always the last one to leave a party. What's that? Timmy needs help? I know you always hate it when I do that. Good night.
Dog, new tricks, but believe me, it is not impossible. Open your minds. Walk down new roads. Shake the cobwebs from your brains. You know, there's a time to play and a time to learn, and believe me, gentlemen, your lives will be much better if you make this a time to learn.